Imagine intercepting a transmission from deep space, but it arrives as nothing more than raw, unformatted data. A stream of musical pitches and rhythms, played with absolute mathematical perfection, is completely lifeless. The notes tell you where to go, but they lack the vital instructions required for human emotional resonance. Take a look at this registry. This is the ABRSM Grade 4 Theory Vocabulary List. It's a dense manifest containing over 40 specific, nuanced commands. Learning these terms is how you assemble a specialized crew capable of piloting a piece of music from a static transmission into a living, breathing performance. The first specialists you need on board make up your emotion core. Their job is strictly atmospheric. When approaching a new system, you often need a friendly, diplomatic tone. That's when the score calls for amabile, instructing you to play in an amiable, pleasant style. If you are investigating a strange nebula, you deploy Misterioso, casting a quiet, mysterious shadow over the notes as you drift through the unknown. And when you hit a patch of intense turbulence, you command the crew to lean into the controls appassionato, executing maneuvers with high-stakes passion. Setting the mood gives the mission a soul, but feelings alone won't move a ship from point A to point B. You need precise control over the throttle. That's where the navigators come in. This squad is entirely focused on the mathematics of time and velocity. If you need to dart through a dense hazard, the command is veloce. The crew responds with a swift, agile burst of speed. Conversely, if you are hauling heavy cargo and need deliberate movement, you shift the engines to lent, dropping into a slow, deliberate crawl. The navigators even alter how the ship processes energy. Under the instruction of alla breve, the standard 4-beat measure is sliced in half, distributing the pulse into 2 heavy, driving minims per bar. Locking in a velocity is crucial for keeping the ship intact, but space isn't perfectly flat, and flying at a static speed still sounds mechanical. To make the ship's movement feel organic, you bring in the engineers. They modify speed and volume in real time to create fluid transitions. Instead of jumping straight to maximum thrust, an engineer uses stringendo to gradually accelerate the thrusters, building momentum note by note. When it's time to drift into a spaceport, they initiate a collando sequence, a controlled power down where both the volume and the speed smoothly die away. Their most complex technique is rubato. It's a temporal heist. The engineers stretch out a moment of time for emphasis, then compress the next moment to catch back up. The core tempo holds, but the pulse becomes completely flexible. These modifiers provide the essential fluidity and human touch required for a Grade 4 performance. Looking back at the master roster, running a ship of this size requires integrating dozens of Italian and French commands simultaneously. Down in the engine room, you have sotto. It means below, instructing the instruments to drop into an undertone or a whisper, hiding beneath the main melody. Up on the comms deck, you have sonoro, ordering a rich, resonant tone that rings out clearly across the vacuum. And if the system gets overwhelmed by conflicting inputs, the captain hits come prima, a reset to their original state, as before. The entire crew has been assembled and trained. Now their true test lies in surviving a combined mission. Picture a dense cosmic storm. In musical terms, this is a complex Grade 4 score, and getting through it requires every department acting in harmony. You hit the edge of the storm and punch the throttle, con brio, entering the chaos with intense, driving vigor. Debris flies toward the hull. To dodge it, you execute an evasive maneuver, applying status to relax your speed just enough to slip through a narrow corridor. Breaking clear of the hazard, you adjust the stabilizers and glide légèrement, lightly and effortlessly past the final obstacles. Safely on the other side, you cut the engines entirely, letting the ship's hum fade to niente, absolute silence. That sequence, blending mood, speed, and volume into one continuous action, is the ultimate goal of your musical training. As the musician, you are the pilot sitting in the captain's chair, coordinating these dozens of specific instructions in real time. Internalizing the Grade 4 vocabulary allows you to navigate much more complex musical galaxies. Your ship is waiting. Continue your training and prepare for launch at SuperClef.com.